Hello United fans, welcome to the United Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates and transfer stories straight from Old Trafford. Ahmad completed a one-man rescue mission as Manchester United's blushes were spared against Southampton. The Premier League's basement side, who've won once all season, were 10 minutes away from 3 points at Old Trafford before the young winger took matters into his own hand with a quick-fire hat-trick. It ensured Ruben Amorim's side didn't sink into old habits with the team yet to prove they have properly turned a corner, despite impressive showings at Liverpool and Arsenal. The 3 points pushes them closer to the top half, but there were still some alarming takeaways for the team. United won the reverse fixture 3-0, one of the few commanding performances during Erik ten Hag's poor start to the season. The Saints had only taken 2 points on the road all year, and this had all the hallmarks of a home banker. The hosts did their best to make it anything, but as the Old Trafford crowd were made to sweat on a potential upset, the likes of which would have undone all their good work to start 2025. Prior to the game, Amorim predicted that he would learn more about his side when playing the struggling Saints, compared to when they take on Premier League giants like Arsenal and Liverpool. So what did the United boss really discover about the squad he will have to use for the remainder of this season? It was during the Manchester derby win that the young Ivorian really stood up and was prepared to almost take on a team single-handedly. Since then, he's gone from strength to strength and has become the figure United look to when they're struggling. On Thursday, Ahmad showed again that he's ready to step up when the chips are down. His desire to be positive with the ball, not simply pass it sideways or backwards, was crucial in United rescuing the game. His movement for the second goal was particularly impressive, and despite his tender age, he's becoming the silent leader the team need right now. Whilst results at Liverpool and Arsenal were impressive, some context may be needed. In both games, United were under the cosh, knew they had to soak up pressure and play on the break, which almost suited their 3-4-3 system, allowing them to slip into a back five and also have width to strike fast in attack. That works when United are perceived as the underdogs. However, when they need to put it on a team and really play on the front foot, their system seems to hinder them. Part of that is understanding how to use Amorim's philosophy as a weapon going forward, but against Southampton, there seemed to be no idea in attack, no spark, no pattern that would allow them to break through a low block. Moments of magic from Ahmad on this occasion cannot always be the answer. Manchester United will be hoping to build on Sunday's FA Cup third-round triumph over Arsenal when they welcome Southampton to Old Trafford in the Premier League tonight. United, who beat the Saints 3-0 in the reverse fixture at St Mary's back in September, progressed to the fourth round of the FA Cup with a 5-3 penalty shootout victory over the Gunners. That result saw United build on the positive result they had secured against Liverpool 7 days earlier, meaning they will be hoping to build on the recent momentum they have gathered against the bottom-of-the-table Saints. Regarding the team news, United head coach Ruben Amorim has confirmed Harry Maguire will have to be assessed after struggling with illness prior to the clash with Arsenal. Elsewhere, Diogo Dalot will be missing through suspension. Below, our United writers have had their say on how they would like to see Amorim set his team up. United don't have to be as pragmatic with their selections on the wing against the league's worst side. Dalot's suspension is an obvious opportunity to restore Ahmad to the wing and keep Alejandro Garnacho in the side after his role in the goal at Arsenal. With Brighton due at Old Trafford on Sunday, some selections have to be made with that game in mind. Lenny Yoro should come in for Harry Maguire tonight. Amorim said Maguire was dead when he came off at Arsenal, and it would be sensible to give him a breather after that shift. Joshua Zirkzee deserves to start ahead of Rasmus Højlund, and Andre Onana is a logical recall. Despite Altay Bayindir's heroics at the weekend, Onana should be back in the starting 11 to maintain his 100% record of starting every Premier League fixture since joining the club in July 2023. Dalot's suspension means a reshuffle is required in the wing-back department, and Mazraoui should move across to the left to cover the Portuguese's absence. If that proves to be the case, Ahmad should drop back into the right-sided wing-back role and give Garnacho a second successive start in attack. Maguire should keep his place in the team if he is deemed fit enough to start. But if Amorim chooses to give him a breather, it will be an understandable decision. Manchester United have been handed a boost in their pursuit of prolific sporting striker Victor Gyökeres. United have been heavily linked with a move for the Sweden international, who has scored 32 goals in 30 games across all competitions so far this season. A move to Old Trafford would see Gyökeres reunite with Red Devils boss Ruben Amorim, having thrived under the Portuguese at Sporting. However, Amorim has promised his former club he will not raid them in the January transfer window, and any pursuit of Gyökeres will instead have to wait until the summer. It had emerged that Bayern Munich were eyeing the 26-year-old this month, with the German giants looking to add more depth and competition up front. It now seems as though Bayern's interest in Gyökeres has cooled, with the Bundesliga side focusing their efforts on other forward targets. According to Sky Sports Germany, Bayern are in talks with Chelsea over a deal for Christopher Nkunku. Nkunku has made just 3 Premier League starts under Enzo Maresca so far this season, with the Chelsea boss preferring Nicholas Jackson as his first-choice striker. And it is claimed that Nkunku is keen on a move to Bayern and has already agreed terms. The 27-year-old is said to be Bayern's top transfer target this month, and they want to sign him on a permanent deal rather than a loan. The two clubs remain locked in talks over the transfer, and Mathys Tel could be included in the deal. When asked if Nkunku had expressed a desire to leave Chelsea this month, Maresca insisted, No. We didn't speak about nothing with Christopher. But the last time I said that, he will listen if a player tells him they want to leave. It's because in the end, we want all the players, as we said before, to try to be happy. Knowing the ones that are not playing, they are not happy. It is normal. I think also in this case, Christopher also wants to play, and he wants to be happy. He's 27, probably the oldest one. No matter the age, the players want to play, and if they do not play, then they are not happy. A number of other Chelsea players are also expected to be on the move this month, including Ben Chilwell, Renato Vega, Carney Chukwuemeka, Cesare Casade, and Axel Disasi, as the Blues look to trim their squad. The power brokers at Manchester United will not allow Marcus Rashford to join another Premier League club this month. Rashford, 27, admitted he was ready for a new challenge last month, generating interest in his services from all across Europe. But some of United's top-flight rivals have also been weighing up a potential move for the forward. However, United would not be willing to sanction a domestic switch, as first revealed by the Daily Star. And that is set to leave the likes of Chelsea, Tottenham and West Ham, all of whom have shown signs of interest in Rashford, bitterly disappointed. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is said to have no desire to sanction such a move, meaning Rashford is likely to join an overseas club in the coming weeks. United know they will have to supplement a significant portion of Rashford's £350,000 a week wages in order to get him off the books in the January transfer window. And Ratcliffe is unwilling to do that, and potentially aid a domestic rival in finishing above Manchester United come the end of the season. Rashford has already received offers from Saudi Arabia and the United States, but the player's preference is to remain in Europe. AC Milan are leading the race to sign him and have held talks with Rashford's representatives. No agreement has been reached though, with plenty of other clubs also lurking in the background. Ruben Amorim has hardly used Rashford since taking charge of the club back in November. And he was giving nothing away when he was asked if the forward has already played his last game for the club. I don't know, he said. I don't know, we'll see. He is a player for Manchester United. We'll see. He has to work. He has to represent this club, and he loves this club, but I have to make choices. I already spoke about how I make the choices, so it is what it is. So let's continue. Let's see the next game. And like I said, I have to make a selection. Manchester United could finally be about to move ahead with their first signing of the January transfer window after missing out on Randal Kolo Muani. United have endured a quiet winter window regarding transfer business, regarding new signings following the £180 million investment in the summer transfer window. However, Ruben Amorim's squad is in need of reinforcements across the board following a tough start to the 2024-25 season. Injuries at left-back to Luke Shaw means that position is of focus, with a centre-forward also tipped. But big money transfers are all but off the table this month due to concerns of complying with the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, PSR. One name that has been mentioned with a move to Old Trafford is Paris Saint-Germain striker Kolo Muani. The France international is currently struggling for game time in Paris, with Luis Enrique preferring Goncalo Ramos throughout. A loan move had been touted, but any chance of the forward moving to Manchester have been scuppered with him closing in on a move to Juventus. It's understood that the 26-year-old will move to Turin on loan, with no buy option included. Losing out on Kolo Muani is a blow for Amorim, but when one door closes, another presents itself. His move to the Allianz Stadium places doubt over Dusan Vlahovic's future at the club, and he could be available this month. Various reports have linked the Serbia international with a move to Arsenal this month, amid their concerns in attack. Vlahovic's contract at Juventus is set to expire in 2026, meaning the Italian side are running out of time to cash in. CalcioMercato.com have claimed that Juventus would be willing to listen to offers for the striker, and it's understood that he would be enthusiastic over the idea of a move to the Premier League. A fee of €60 million, €50.4 million, has been mooted, a fee United simply can't afford this month. However, with Kolo Muani coming in temporarily, a loan move for Vlahovic makes perfect sense for United. Not only do they get a new face in attack, but they can make the most of the situation in Turin and revisit Kolo Muani's situation in the summer. United have secured their first signing of 2025, with youngster Diego Leon completing a move to the club. The 17-year-old defender completed a medical to finalise his move from Paraguay side Cerro Porteño on Monday.